That intro gets me every time.
Does it? Okay.
Yep.
I like that intro. It's a good intro.
It's a good intro. That's all I got to say.
You know what I just noticed? We lost a subscriber today at some point in time. We were 94 earlier today.
I blame Mikey.
They come and go. They come and go. Hi, and welcome to Unboxed Politics, the political review show. I'm Tim.
Hi, Tim.
Hi, Tim.
I have co-hosts.
I'm not Tim.
Yeah, neither am I.
Yeah. We got Ollie and Mark. No Mikey today. He decided to bail on us. He's a part-timer, guys. He's a part-timer.
He has family responsibilities. Just we'll let it go with that.
He's a part-timer.
We'll think of him fondly and never see him again. But that's okay.
Hey, since he's not here, let's talk about him.
Yeah, let's fucking God. He's so pushy.
I think Mikey's great, and I don't think he has the power to fuck with us at all as producer.
No.
I got a button for that. Hold on.
Saying hi to the chat. We got Kay in the chat and Bella and
there's a couple of people we got in the chat.
Hi, people. We love you. I'd like to start off today's show with something not politically depressing.
Okay.
Really?
I want everyone to tell me the most badass death they can think of in a movie where you think of, wow, whether villain or hero, doesn't matter, going out like a BAMF. What jumps to your mind? And I only am bringing this up because I watched a movie that I liked recently, and I remembered that was one of my favorite deaths of a character was in that movie. So
I off the top of my head, I'm gonna say the death of the Terminator in Terminator
I was thinking
2.
that. That's what I was thinking.
The one where he does the thumbs up going into the open. Yeah,
that is the one I was thinking of right there.
That's pretty badass.
Yeah.
Now you're putting Ollie in a tough spot because you can't use the same one.
Mine. You just stole mine all together, you fucker. That I'm gonna need it half a minute.
Well, Ollie, while you think of that, Mark, read that.
This is the only free one today. If anyone else wants me to read shit as Trump, throw a super chat out there. I'll say anything that isn't like racist, homophobic going into those waters. Anything else, go nuts. Mikey, he's a loser. The biggest loser, the likes of which have never been seen before. Part-timer. Wow.
Great. And now that's recorded for posterity.
Good. I knew you would. They'll never know it was me because I don't sound like this Mark guy. Great guy, by the way.
How about a classic one?
Classic movie death, Ollie. What you got?
Shane.
From
Are you familiar with the Western? No. The Western from the 60s. Shane.
No.
The gunslinger. You don't see him die on screen, but he's taken a bullet and he bravely says goodbye to the little kid that he saves and rides off into the sunset.
All right. That's a good one. That is a good one for sure.
So,
Mark,
well,
do you have one?
yeah. So the movie that made me think of this, and it's not like one of my favorite movies. It's probably a guilty pleasure movie. Reign of Fire.
Okay.
Reign of the Dragon movie.
Yep, it's about dragons coming in the early. Van Damme, the American leader of the military excursion at the end, jumps off a tower with a battle axe, trying to swipe a dragon out of the sky, and it just gets eaten.
Yep. Yeah, he does.
Yep.
Yep. He had zero chance of success.
Oh no, no chance whatsoever. But goes out like a boss.
All right, all right.
And
Can I go another time?
yeah,
Well, no, actually,
throw
never
it
mind.
out there,
Never
throw
mind.
it there.
Never mind. It only appeared to be a movie death and then wasn't.
Ooh, a trick.
Right? So he says, "You shall not pass."
Gandalf. Yeah,
well,
yeah.
The entire party and breaks everyone's hearts.
Dumbledore, hate to see him go.
So,
But I would argue he did die.
and
They
was
resurrected
reborn,
his ass.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
he did die.
so
That is a good one for sure. So I don't know. A lively little happy conversation before we get into the garbage.
about death. Yeah.
But cool death, not shitty death. Likes of which the rest of us are probably going to find as the world plunges into perpetual chaos here. But all right, Tim.
Hey, I got a question for Ollie. Ollie, what's it like having a functioning government over there?
Sounds nice.
Well, I'm not sure if you've seen it, but our opposition party's really kind of fallen apart lately. Right? Poilievre's come back in, and now a lot of shit's hit the fan, and his whole party seems to be just collapsing. So our government doesn't function great when there isn't somebody to foil against. You know what I'm saying?
No, I think what I meant was,
but they're still operating. Yeah.
Yeah, your government isn't shut down today, right?
And won't shut down. It doesn't shut down. The way our government works, if we ever came to a point where we were going to have a shutdown, instead we have an instant election and elect a new government. And
oh boy, wouldn't that?
Oh my God, how nice!
Right? So that doesn't happen here. Our government doesn't get shut down. We just put a new government in place if they ever try and do that.
And if only that was the rule. If only that was the rule. Yeah. Snap election.
And you work for the government, so you don't actually have to worry about, will I have a job this year, or will the government just shit itself?
Oh my God, that would be so nice. Great. Can you imagine what the Democrats and Republicans would have to go through if they were going to shut down the government, but they had to go through an election first? Mm-hmm. There would be deals made right away.
It would have been fixed months ago. We'd have a budget. It wouldn't just be a continuing resolution. It'd be an actual budget.
Yep.
Just saying. If we couldn't have snap elections to scare these people into to actually do their jobs, I feel like the only solution is you have to pay your salary back if the government shut down. You start paying your paycheck's worth back to the government until you get your shit in order.
Or they don't get paid.
No, negative money, Tim. Negative money.
Yeah, I believe in our parliament that if it ever came down to that point, then the governor general calls for a vote of no confidence in the current government and calls for instant elections across the country.
If only we had that. If only we could call for a vote of no confidence in the president.
Chancellor Valorum's leadership.
For the Speaker of the House. I know that they can, but it takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of effort for them to be like, we want to recall the Speaker of the House.
Well, and the Republicans control all the major aspects of the government, so it's not like
they're not fighting.
You'll never get enough turncoats to join the Democrats to go against the MAGA movement. It's just not.
No, you guys are screwed until something different happens with your government, and like if I see it going two ways, and unfortunately, the bad way is more likely, just because the bad way's in power now, and they're trying to make things go their way. Right? So, but yeah, either it's just going to become more and more Republican, and the Republicans are just going to control everything, which is going to make everything go downhill, or there's got to be a just complete and total sweep, and suddenly the Democrats have to have the vast majority to give them, and they have to act swiftly when they get that vast majority to fix the electoral problems. Forget about everything else. Fix the way your elections are done.
But the
that
only
way it's
issue,
fair elections going forward.
The only issue with that, Ollie, is unless they could get such a super majority, they could do a constitutional convention to fix things. The Republican Supreme Court will shoot down any meaningful change.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They need that type of majority.
They would have to stock the court, and that will start a new battle with conservatives on every time there's a switch of power until we have a Supreme Court that's bigger than our House and Senate combined.
Yeah. I think there needs to be some wholesale changes to the Constitution. Like, we need a Supreme Court that's not permanent.
Supreme Court needs to be like at most a 10-year term.
Yeah, at 10-year term.
Term limits on House members and senators.
There needs to be some serious consideration into what powers the executive branch can have, because at this point the executive branch is just running away,
doing whatever the fuck they want.
And unfortunately, the government shutdown helps Trump really, because he's going to
fire everybody.
He's going to declare more and more bullshit.
Yeah,
right. And nobody's going to be there to put any type of brakes on it.
Yeah.
So,
but the only issue is, yes, he can do that. However, this will sink the government if they can't resolve it, and they can't resolve it without Democrats. So the longer this goes on, even if he tries to push through the 2025 plan, he will be negatively impacted than Democrats the longer this goes on. As much as he wants to claim it's not his fault, it's fucking his fault, and he's going to take the heat forever.
You saw the speech he gave to generals. The army is invading the United States.
Well,
if they listen to him, that's what he's going to call for. That we're going to go with no government here for a while, and just say, okay, martial law. We're sending the military in. We're taking control of everything. That's where he's going.
I mean, I think he has only limited authority to do that. Like, I don't think he can just be like, hey, because like,
and this is my neck of the woods, bud. What are you talking about?
It's, I don't know if Trumpy has the willpower to actually follow through with all that. I think that it's a lot of bluster. I don't think
it's a matter of willpower anymore. He's not all there in the head, and he's just got it convinced, oh, this is the way it should be.
Well, and now that because we're going to watch some of this later, but now that the military brass is like
they think he's an idiot.
Right.
Do they? Do enough of them think that he's an idiot so they won't do what he's saying? Yeah. And what happens when he just says, okay, all you guys that are not doing what I'm saying, you're all fired?
I don't remember the names of some of the generals and admirals that said this, but most of them are saying these speeches were insulting. They're stupid. Yeah. They were a waste of our time. It was a super security risk to put the entire command structure in one place.
Yep.
And they are so disappointed in the leadership. So like Trump can declare martial law all he wants. I don't think the military high command would even listen to him. And also the states are going to just say, fuck off. Like
McKinnon says, veteran here, they will tell him to go fuck himself.
Bam.
I understand you're a veteran, McKinnon, but there's a lot of veterans that are on the other side of that fence, dude. A lot.
That's true.
Yeah, but there's earlier on today in the headliner show, we watched a clip it was wow, my brain is shot. It was an article written by a former command vet. And he said that, should I question the orders given by a president who's not sane? And that's what some of these military leaders are going to have to reckon with, is that Trump is not all there, and can they accept an order from him? And that's what, I mean, the Joint Chiefs and Trump clash all the time.
That's why he fires so many of them.
And he still can't find ones that'll fully agree with him. Like they have shot down a lot of Trump nonsense, especially in the first term and in this term. Like he's ordered to do a bunch of things. He's fired in his first term. He fired 2 chairmen of the Joint Chiefs and a couple of the Joint Chiefs themselves. And I don't think he's fired anyone this time around. No, he did fire a couple of people.
Oh, they removed everyone of color.
Yeah,
white people in. So there was that.
So he hasn't fired anybody he's put into place yet.
No,
this time around.
Not this time around, but he did fire people that he put into place last time around.
Bunches. It was fucking hilarious. But yeah.
So let's get into some of this. We got old SecDef.
Oh fuck! Speaking of that military conference of utter garbage.
So this goes on for a long time. We're only going to watch like 5 minutes of it, but
I'm going to request that we have to watch the ending.
You want to watch the last 5 minutes?
Because the ending's funny.
Oh yeah, you know, we'll go to the end after we watch some of it, yeah. So clip number 1.
You can't even do a pull-up. Fun fact.
Pete Hegseth talking to all the military leaders in the country.
Any war we choose, or any war that is thrust upon us, should our enemies choose foolishly to challenge us, they will be crushed by the violence, precision, and ferocity of the War Department. In other words,
Department of Defense.
FAFO.
FAFO?
If necessary, our troops can translate that.
Yeah, can someone translate FAO? FAFO? Because I don't know what that means.
Mitchell, can you drop a definition of that for us?
For you. Another way to put it is peace through strength.
Yeah.
Brought to you by the
not fascist slogan, peace through strength.
Peace through sluts.
Peace through, Pete Hegseth, come on.
Thank you.
That's so obvious now.
Warrior ethos. And we are restoring both. As President Trump has said, and he's right, we have the strongest, most powerful, most lethal, and most prepared military on the planet. That is true, full stop. Nobody can touch us.
China.
This is true largely because of the historic investments that he made in his first term, and we will continue in this term. But it's also true because of the leaders in this room and the incredible troops that you all lead. But the world, and as the chairman mentioned, our enemies get a vote. You feel it, I feel it. This is a moment of urgency, mounting urgency. Enemies gather, threats grow.
Yeah. Mike and I were asking this question on Tuesday. Like, what the fuck? What war are they preparing for? Who are they fighting?
Well, I'm gonna hazard a guess
New York, LA, Chicago.
Yeah, I was about to say the enemy within. That's what.
Yeah.
Canada.
Oh, another not fascist slogan, the enemy within, by the way.
There is no time for games. We must be prepared. If we're going to prevent and avoid war, we must prepare now. We are the strength part.
Apparently, I'm the enemy.
Through strength.
Tim, down with Tim.
We're ready to win, or we are not. You see, this urgent moment, of course, requires more troops, more munitions, more drones, more Patriots, more submarines, more B-21 bombers. It requires more
every general likes hearing
AI in everything and ahead of the curve. More cyber effects, more counter UAS, more space, more speed. America is the strongest, but we need to get stronger and quickly. The time is now, and the cause is urgent. The moment requires restoring and refocusing our defense industrial base, our shipbuilding industry, and onshoring all critical components. It requires, as President Trump has done, getting our allies and partners to step up and share the burden. America cannot do everything. The free world requires allies with real hard power, real military leadership, and real military capabilities. The War Department is tackling and prioritizing all of these things.
Like
Ukraine.
Ukraine.
And I'll be giving a speech next month that'll showcase the speed, innovation, and generational acquisition reforms we are undertaking urgently. Likewise, the nature of the threats we face in our hemisphere and in deterring China is another speech for another
in your
day.
hemisphere.
China.
This speech today.
Someone needs to get that. Can we send him a globe?
Yeah, I don't think he knows what that
This
means.
speech.
Or he's a flat
today is
earther.
about people.
Oh, it's one
It's about
hemisphere. Ollie's got it right there.
The topic today is about the nature of ourselves. Because no plan, no program, no reform, no formation will ultimately succeed unless we have the right people and the right culture at the War Department. If I've learned one core lesson in my 8 months in this job, it's that personnel is policy. Personnel is policy. The best way to take care of troops
Question.
is give them good leaders
Answer.
committed to the warfighting.
If he signed an order and signed it Secretary of the Department of War, could they ignore it because that change in name of that department has not officially happened yet?
I don't know. That's a good question. Maybe. Because it's only like Department of War is like a subheading of Department of Defense, right? It's like a nickname.
Yeah.
It is all about the fine print.
Because he introduced himself at the beginning of this department as Secretary of Department of War, not Department of Defense.
Yeah.
Right? So
yeah, because he changed the placard on his door to Department of Defense.
I think he meant from Department of Defense, but yeah.
I'm so sad.
Yeah.
Culture of the department. Not perfect leaders, good leaders. Competent, qualified, professional, agile, aggressive, innovative, risk-taking, apolitical, faithful to their oath and to the Constitution.
Apolitical.
Eugene Sledge, in his World War II memoir, wrote, quote, "War is brutish, inglorious, and a terrible waste. Combat leaves an indelible mark on those who are forced to endure it. The only redeeming factors are my comrades' incredible bravery and their devotion to each other. In combat, there are thousands of variables, as I learned in Iraq and Afghanistan, and as so many of you did in so many more places. Leaders can only control about 3 of them. You control how well you're trained, mostly how well you're equipped, and the last variable is how well you lead. After that, you're on your own. Our warfighters are entitled to be led by the best and most
that's good. I don't know what to say. Keep going.
capable leaders.
Yep.
That is who we need you all to be. Even then, in combat, even if you do everything right, you may still lose people because the enemy always gets a vote. We have a sacred duty to ensure that our warriors are led by the most capable and qualified combat leaders. This is one thing you and I can control, and we owe it to the force to deliver it. For too long, we have simply not done that. The military has been forced by foolish and reckless politicians to focus on the wrong things. In many ways, this speech is about fixing decades of decay.
All right, now I have a comment. A true military doesn't need to have live speeches to the brass like this.
Yeah.
To prove their worth.
You're right. Yeah.
This is about waving your dick around, saying if you don't fall in line, you know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
It's a very fascist thing to do.
This whole speech is that basically get in line or be replaced between the two of them. That's the point of it all.
Here, Paul said, This is the guy that got kicked out of the National Guard for racist tattoos, I believe, speaking down to generals.
Yep.
Fascism. Yeah.
He goes on
the rise.
Some of it hidden. Or as the chairman has put it, we are clearing out the debris, removing the distractions, clearing the way for leaders to be leaders. You might say we're ending the war on warriors. I heard someone wrote a book about that.
Shameless book plug for the SecDef. He wrote a book. Hey guys, did you hear he wrote a book?
Yeah.
That was supposed to be in a laugh line, by the way, and no one laughed.
That was a Gutfeld worthy joke.
It was.
That just crashed into a wall.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Too long, we've promoted too many.
That might be the very line that made Trump say, hey, you guys can laugh and carry on and do whatever you want during his part of the speech, right?
Yeah.
Oh.
Or the very end, which we will see.
Yeah. How much more of this must we suffer through?
Yeah. It's already pretty horrible and getting a lot of fucking F's and pineapples, right?
Two more minutes.
Uniform leaders for the wrong reasons, based on their race, based on gender quotas, based on historic so-called firsts. We've pretended that combat arms and non-combat arms are the same thing. We've weeded out so-called toxic leaders under the guise of double-blind psychology assessments, promoting risk-averse, go-along-to-get-along conformists instead.
Fun fact, the U.S. military never had gender quotas. Just throwing that out there.
Yeah,
it was actually women that wanted to serve, or those that weren't defined by their sexuality. But anyway, never mind.
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Did it. Foolish and reckless political leaders set the wrong compass heading.
Yeah, that's true. Trump did do that.
We became...
Like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your vote now.
The woke department. But not anymore. Right now, I'm looking out at a sea of Americans who made a choice when they were young men and young women to do something most Americans will not, to serve something greater than yourself, to fight for God and country, for freedom and the Constitution. You made a choice to serve when others did not. And I commend you.
I will give the most hardcore Republican general in this audience control of our military to get rid of him.
That our paths to this auditorium on
anyone, I don't care.
Or that the conditions of the formations we lead are where we want them to be. You love
at least 25% of that room agrees with him, Mark.
Which is why we must.
At least.
Maybe.
We just have to be honest.
I mean, yeah.
We have
to probably a third of them agree with him. The other 2/3 don't.
Yeah. And you can't. Our military can't run itself with 2/3 of the brass gone. It will just fall down. It just doesn't work.
Say with our mouths what we see with our eyes.
They're not all going to.
Just
those people aren't going to agree with him after he calls them all fat, though.
To point out the obvious things right in front of us. That's what leaders must do. We cannot go another day without directly addressing the plank in our own eye, without addressing the problems in our own commands and in our own.
He was making some sort of allegory.
Formations. This administration has done a great deal from day one to remove the social justice, politically correct, and toxic ideological garbage that had infected our department, to rip out the politics. No more identity months, DEI offices, dudes in dresses. No more climate change worship. No more division, distraction, or gender delusions. No more debris. As I've said before, and will say again, we are done with that shit.
That was supposed to be another applause line, and then no one applauded.
Well, it's part of the general decorum, like in these things, that they don't applaud and don't do things, right? So,
yeah, But like this dude had applause lines and laugh lines built into his speech, and you could see where he pauses and no one says anything, and he's a little disappointed by it.
Yep. He lost so much. Not that he had lots of credibility. He lost whatever else he had.
Yeah.
In this speech.
Mission to uproot the obvious distractions that made us less capable and less lethal. That said, the War Department requires the next step. Underneath the woke garbage is a deeper problem, and a more important problem that we are fixing and fixing fast. Common sense is back at the White House. So making the necessary changes is pretty straightforward.
That's all, folks.
He's covered in bodies.
For these changes, it's pretty simple. Would I want my eldest son, who is 15 years old, eventually joining the types of formations that we are currently wielding?
Not under you.
Anyway, the answer to that is no, or even yes, but then we're doing something wrong. Because my son is no more important than any other American citizen who dons the cloth of our nation. He is no more important than your son. All precious souls made in the image and likeness of God.
Hey, he forgot to say son or daughter there. Weird. Yeah.
It's almost like a gender bias.
Yeah.
Every right. Deserves to know
turn off this turkey. Throw him to the end, Tim. Let's watch. Let's watch this speech crash.
Finest. Go forth and do good things, hard things. President Trump has your back, and so do I.
I'll be right behind you.
Move out and draw fire, because we are the War Department. Godspeed.
Room, I saw an Instagram reel, right?
The light leaves his eyes.
Do you remember that part in The Simpsons where I forget what they were watching, but they're like, you can see to the second where his heart. Oh, it was Ralph. They're talking about Ralph and Lisa turning him down, and they're like, you can see where his heart breaks. You can see where Hegseth's heart breaks here.
There it is.
Yeah.
Because we are the War Department.
Wait for it.
Godspeed.
Room, attention. It's right there.
Oh, there it is.
It's right there where he looks up and he's like, no one really, huh? All right.
Not one person clapped for me?
Nope.
I've bombed at open mics and rooms were louder. Like I've taken it. I've also taken it less hard than he took that. He looked very sad at the end there.
Good. Fuck him.
So yeah, McKinnon's right.
He was Fox News. What was he?
He was a weekend host on Fox News.
So he was used to trying to make a few laughs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah.
Because he wasn't super serious. Okay.
McKinnon says he was edging himself the whole time, expecting the best climax ever, and nope.
I feel bad for his wife.
So yeah, we'll just go right into it here. Hegseth's been on. He's been on the board before. Let's see, what has he gotten before?
Not good.
Not good numbers. Not good numbers. Let me just type in the old Hegseth. All right, content.
Oh fuck.
Now we didn't get to hear him call everyone in that room fat, or say no beards, and all the other stuff that he said in that speech, because I tried to pick the part where he didn't totally shit the bed on everything. Like this was that 5 minutes that we all watched was probably the best 5 minutes.
Oof.
And it was
pretty
to the
shitty.
first 5 minutes.
That's true. From the chat, he did once say that he never washes his hands after using the bathroom. That So content's a pineapple. Nothing in that was worthy of anything other than the worst ranking we have.
I'll agree to that.
I'm actually considering pineapple across the board. Maybe the presentation was okay for like the setting, but even that, the fact. Well, I'll save my thoughts on that until what we get there.
I understand where you're going to go to because I've had similar thoughts.
So content, pineapple. I don't know what else.
I 100% agree with the
pineapple. Hi, Greg.
Delivery.
I don't think it was quite a pineapple, but it's an F for sure. He dropped the ball so many times. He was trying to go for the laugh lines and shit like that. Yeah, but was it a true pineapple for delivery? He didn't slur things. He didn't fuck things up. He didn't mispronounce things. He wasn't all the way there.
His delivery, though, was not the delivery of that speech was not for military brass. That was for a Fox News audience.
Yes,
that was a political speech.
Yes, I agree.
And as soon as you start injecting political ideology straight into the military, that's when.
Yeah. No,
that's content, though. Really.
Yeah,
right. That's content.
For delivery, he was precise. He didn't flub really anything. Like I would give him. I would give him like probably like a D on delivery, only because like he was kind of gross and like it was built as a speech that people were supposed to react to, and the room was you could hear crickets in that fucking room.
Yep. So
I think a D. I think
F plus.
Like I said, the things that he said were wrong, a lot of them. But I mean, that's content.
So there's plenty of things that are bad and wrong, but it doesn't make them fascist.
But the fact that he went to this setting and tried to get laughs and tried to get applause and stuff like that, it's 100% the wrong delivery for this room. So that's why I'm a solid F on this.
Yeah, but I'm going with Ollie. I'm in the Fs. I'm going to be hard pressed to give him anything above an F for all of this.
Presentation.
Okay, go ahead, Mark.
I am leaning towards pineapple.
He says podcast delivery for a head of state level stage pineapple.
Yeah.
Oh, we are on
A plus for K. That's separate from this, though. I think I'm going to go pineapple for the fact that they put the entire military brass in one fucking room.
Yeah.
Screw the rest of the setting. Okay. That is fucking dangerous.
I mean, if you actually look at the setting here, like the background, they got a giant American flag back there. Like, come on, guys. You're trying too hard. This is too hard.
I feel like we know what country we're in.
Also, Mikey was pointing out before, if we get a shot of the brass, I don't know if we get a shot of them, but you see all these like 4-star generals and 3-star generals and these admirals with all these ribbons, and this is what. Oh, here, let me put it back on the screen. This is all Hegseth has for ribbons. This one little line here, because he was in the National
Time for a new position.
Like this guy is telling these generals they're fatties and they need to shave, and he was ranked so far below them that he would be like cleaning their bathrooms.
Oh, I found a
now he's the Secretary of Defense, and he's a political appointee, but he technically has some authority over them.
I threw it in our chat, Tim. It's an image from the New York Times of the audience.
There we go.
Oh, don't click on it. Well, oh yeah, that works. They're going to want us to sign up for an account, but
whatever.
Yeah, they look enthused.
This guy right here looks downright horrified at what he's listening to.
The guy next to him, to his left, other way, looks like he's just disappointed.
Yeah, there's a lot of people that look nonplussed over this. Sad, disappointed, confused. Why are we here? What's going on? We came here for this.
We will have known for sure that we're in an actual full-blown military dictatorship when he gives himself more medals for his jacket. When he starts giving himself awards and commendations and wearing them. That's how we'll know. So yeah,
Trump's gonna do that.
I'm a pineapple for this whole fucking disgrace. So
presentation. I don't think I can go to pineapple again. I agree with Mark. It's a horrible representation. It's the worst way to go about things. Bringing all these people. I don't think that bringing all these people here and endangering the country this way is that part of presentation. That's just downright dumb, though.
Well, they could have done a presentation through Zoom.
Yeah, he could have not done this with all those people in that room. Like, they didn't have to be there.
Like, the whole...
He could have recorded this and just sent it to them and let them watch it in their own time.
Yep.
You know? So...
This is like the Keith Sutherland show, Designated Survivor. This is that kind of shit.
Yeah.
Where you have everyone in one place, and if something had happened where we were attacked, we're beyond fucked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Agreed.
So I mean, I'll go F.
I'm an F. I'm an F. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Finally, and I know where we're gonna all land on that. Vibes.
Yeah. Piece of pineapple.
Triple pineapple. New rate, new level. 3 of them. 3 pineapples.
That's why I put him on the leaderboard.
He is just a horrible individual for even considering to talk to these people this way.
Yeah.
So, and it's such an obvious, let's do the fascist thing. And when you combine it with what Trump says later about the enemy within and all that shit, it's definitely toe the fucking line or get the fuck out of the way because we're going to do shit.
Yeah.
That's what's going on here with this, the threat. So
it's
not great.
I'm so sad.
All right. We have a video from Mikey.
I don't know if you're
even though he's on his day
who's getting fired.
So
I don't know if you're a Mamdani fan or not.
Oh, it's not time stamped. He said it was time stamped.
I thought he said there was a time that he wanted us to play it.
Well, yeah, he said there was a timestamp from when he put it into our playlist. So if it didn't work, we might have to put that one on hold.
Maybe it's a timestamped. I think it's timestamped. Okay. All right. Well, we'll give it a shot. If it's not what he was intending, we'll figure it out later. But I think this is timestamped.
Do we know who this is?
Jamie Raskin.
Oh boy.
I may have it wrong, but this guy, is that Jamie Raskin?
I don't know for sure.
Yeah, that looks like. Oh, Raskin's good. I like Raskin.
All right.
The lawlessness and the fascist chaos that's been unleashed against us.
So when we say Donald Trump is a fascist, fascism, a huge component of fascism is uniting racism, bigotry, a form of racist nationalism.
We are now living in a fascist dictatorship.
Mm-hmm. We are worried about potential rise of fascism in this country. We're worried about our democracy falling to an authoritarian and potentially fascist form of government.
Not only to roll over to Donald Trump's will, but to roll over our democracy and allow him to take over this country as a fascist dictator.
When fascism isn't just coming, it's already here.
No one has ever been more in this country than Donald Trump, and he is a fascist to his core.
And it continues.
Oh, God.
Assassination attempts on President Trump weren't enough. The public execution of Charlie Kirk wasn't enough. The 1,000% uptick in assaults on our federal agents, still not enough. The leftists, the libs, and yes, mainstream elected Democrats who desperately want to be president, all singing off the same sheet of music. And they won't stop because, frankly, I don't think they care what the ramifications are. Fascist this, Nazi that, Timu Hitler, Putin's hoe, we've heard it all. Did these leftists even know the definitions of the slanderous discussing labels they throw on us?
Okay, wait the fuck on. You want to talk about not understanding labels?
Yeah.
You can't define democracy. You can't define communism. You can't define socialism. You can't define law and order. You can't define justice. You literally are part of a movement that doesn't care what things are defined by. You just barrel through with whatever shit your leader says to do. Fascism. Ollie is frozen. We broke Ollie.
I'm
no,
frozen.
Canada's down.
He's there.
Oh, no,
Ollie, you're fuzzy.
I'm blurry.
You're
I
very
see
blurry.
that. I'll fix it.
This was so bad. Ollie's camera's drunk.
Well, I mean,
my
this
camera
is
hated it.
this is one of the. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to fucking go with what she says here. This is one of the tactics of fascism, is to goalpost move on all this shit. Like they're like, oh, they're just calling us fascists and Nazis because they don't know the definition. Well, of course, we know the definition, and what you're doing is fascist. Fascism can be a lot of things. It's not mutually exclusive on all those things. You can have certain things and not others.
Yeah.
For example, you can consolidate authority in the executive branch. That is a fascist tactic. The police state is a fascist tactic.
Deploying the military for police actions.
Right. Turning the military inward is a fascist tactic.
Yep. Going back to Trump's last term, withholding the right, or it was when Trump wasn't president, when under they held Obama from putting another judge in office.
Yeah.
For the Supreme Court. Stacking the courts for your political advantage is fascist.
Yeah.
Declaring the press the enemy of the people. Fascist.
Starting proxy wars or threatening proxy wars. Fascist.
Trying to jail your political opponents.
Economic fascism, like Ollie said, just tariffs because they won't bow down to what you want.
Yeah. So, Tommy, we know what we're talking about.
I went to college.
I have a degree in it. So Mark has a degree in
it. Do you think she know what the word Antifa actually means, or does she think it's a terrorist group?
It's just Antifa means terrorism. Yeah. That's all it means
to them.
Black Lives Matter means all white people are doomed.
Yep.
Defund the police means let's get rid of every cop that's ever existed. And I do sometimes blame, or I get a little upset with movements and groups for poor name choice. This is me just kind of ranting on my own. Global warming, I think, was a bad name choice because they just focused on things actually being warm.
That's a good question, Mikey. What is the timestamp? Because there was no timestamp in the video.
There was no timestamp, Mikey. We're just rolling with it. But the beginning of this was just as awful. So, I think we're.
Also, go be with your wife.
Yeah. God. Get out of here.
Yeah. Go do stuff. It was preloaded. Yeah, no, it didn't come up with anything, Mikey. Sorry.
No, Mikey, go spend.
Yeah.
He wants us to watch the part. He wants us to watch.
Yeah, I know. He's going to be here in a second, and he's just going to be here. Yeah,
lock him out, Tim. Lock the stream yard.
Shoot him.
We're gonna tell Mrs. Famine on you.
That's right.
All right. Well, while he's looking up the timestamp, part timer, we're gonna continue where we were.
Yeah.
If you believe in school choice, a secure border, energy independence, or God forbid traditional values, you're basically a Mussolini cosplayer, right? That's how far off the rails this has gone. Wait, you think parents should have a say in their kids' education? You monster. If you come into this country illegally, you're subject to deportation, the horror. No, it's the law. Let's be clear. Real fascism, actual textbook boots on the ground fascism, is not just someone who disagrees with me politically. It's dictatorship, it's state-run media, it's suppression of dissent, it's political violence used to silence the opposition, which, let's be honest, sounds a lot closer to some of the tactics we've seen from the radical left.
Aren't those the exact things Trump is doing? Aren't those the exact things?
That is exactly what Trump is doing. Yeah,
those are the exact things.
So blame it on Democrats again.
Well, because she would argue that
they did it first, so we got to.
They did it first, but the examples they would use would be like protecting a woman's right to choose is forcing that political belief on you, and so therefore that's fascist. Even though a white woman's right to choose is what they want, nope, it's because you're forcing us to accept your political belief.
Hey, let's hear those
at least
things
the last
again.
Yeah, it's suppression of dissent. Someone who disagrees with me politically. It's dictatorship. It's state-run media. It's suppression of dissent. It's political violence used to silence the opposition, which, let's be honest, sounds a lot closer to some of the tactics we.
Those are all exactly the things that Trump has done in the last 8 months.
So he threatening the media and the comedians too.
Yeah, state-run media, which is Fox.
Yeah, Fox.
Any government employee that steps out of line, you're fired unless you don't fall in behind my secretaries.
And his ICE troops going everywhere and sending troops into different. He's checked them all. He's checked them all.
Yeah.
Right. So.
All right, Mikey sent me the timestamp, so we're gonna.
Did he? Oh, it's right at the end. Then. All right, 40 minutes.
Is she actually debating someone?
Yeah, she's debating Crystal Ball, who's
Crystal
a
Ball
journalist. Yeah,
that person must know the future.
I think she just knows the past and knows knows how to explain things to Madam Lauren here. So,
including from more moderate Democrats, and he's put pen to paper and has the numbers to back it up. Now he may have
say tax everybody.
The challenge he's going to have.
Not really. Yeah, that's not really pen to paper. That's just somebody else will pay.
Well,
for
I didn't
all
really
of my
say tax
things.
everybody. I said tax the rich.
Oh, just
and
tax
I do think
the rich. Okay.
the rich should be taxed, not just in New York, but across the country.
Oh, okay.
And America agrees with me.
We should all just
they've rigged the system to their benefit.
Socialism
They've rigged the system to their benefit. I mean, they just got a gigantic tax cut from this administration. So if we just gave that back, that would be in a.
Everybody
it was overwhelmingly the rich, though.
Our GDP
it was
up
overwhelming the rich. And if you just gave that back, we would be headed in a better direction, because I do think the rich deserve. I do think the rich should have to participate in society, that they should, yes, pay back into the society that helped them become so incredibly wealthy, and that we have to deal with these wildly unequal Gilded Age plus levels of wealth inequality that we're dealing with right now.
Yeah. Socialism has usually worked so well as its cousin communism.
Wait, what?
You're right. We should definitely.
I mean, Tommy, there's a reason. There's a reason that Bernie Sanders is the most popular politician in America, because most people don't think of this as socialism. They see it as basic fairness.
Yeah,
they see it as a basic part of the social. Americans are
What did
dumb.
she say?
Most Americans are not for socialism, babe. But if you want to
Most
run on
Americans,
that,
babe. Oh, fuck
like I just
off.
said, Bernie Sanders is the most popular politician in America.
Speaking of condescending, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
All right, so his timestamp was worth it.
Yeah. We'll continue this because I'm sure that this goes on for a few more minutes about ridiculousness.
So you have to grapple with that. I mean, we've had many periods in our country where tax rates for the rich were much higher, and where the disparity between the wealthiest and, the bottom 10% or the bottom 20% was much smaller. And guess what? We're still a capitalist country. We're still doing just fine. We had a much healthier society, much healthier middle class. People were able to afford a home, able to afford.
All right. Hold on one second. All right.
Yeah.
Mikey, go be with your wife. Leave us alone.
Go away.
We're not apologizing.
I voted for Trump. Therefore, everything that I want to happen needs to happen.
Good night, Mikey.
We love you.
Happy birthday to Madam Famine.
Happy birthday, Mrs. Famine. Back to the show.
Ban him.
By the way, Tommy Lauren.
Like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
Healthcare. I don't think it's harassment. To get back to that.
Well, I think it's a radical idea. I hope that works out for you. Do you think that as a national platform is going to help Democrats win
taxing
elections?
the rich?
Yeah. Do you think just
taxing the rich? 100%.
We don't need them.
Oh,
I think taxing the rich.
I didn't try that last
taxing
time?
the rich. What are you talking about with Kamala?
Yeah,
when
with
Kamala was
Kamala.
running around Mark Cuban and Liz Cheney and made a lot of mistakes that are in her campaign. So no, I do not see Kamala as my ideological ally whatsoever. But Bernie would have won. I mean, saying, look, we're going to have, of course.
All right, Mikey. Even the chat is like,
ooh,
go home.
Yep.
$2 super chat from Greg.
Woo!
Oh, you got to say that in the Trump voice, Mark. You
Go be a good hubby, Mikey.
Yeah.
That's.
Oh.
I don't have the he broke my ass. Maybe I do. I didn't put it on this thing. He broke my ass. But I got.
He'd come. Maybe he'd come. Maybe he wouldn't even come. I think maybe he wouldn't even come. You'd save your time.
Save your time and come.
This country was stone cold dead. We had a dead country. We had a.
Oh. Yep.
Building out the social safety net, getting back to being the New Deal era Democratic Party, saying
A lot of people are saying maybe we like a dictator. I don't like a dictator. I'm not a dictator.
He's not a dictator, guys.
Oh, apparently, yeah. Tommy Lauren was
everyone's
right.
going to have access to healthcare. Everyone's going to be able to afford to have childcare for their children. We're going to lift the wage to be a living wage. We're going to invest in unions, make sure we have labor power. That is an overwhelmingly popular message. In fact, where does it work?
Yeah, where does that
fucking everywhere? You
all of Europe.
You ignorant fool. every country that does it well. Canada does it.
Yep.
Where does it work? Canada,
France,
England,
Spain,
France again,
Belgium, Netherlands, Norway, Sweden,
Ireland,
Ireland. Maybe not Russia. That's something else.
Yeah, they're fucked up there. So,
Mikey says, "How y'all gonna tell me to be with my wife, who is right here listening? Happy birthday! After I'm supposed to be gone."
Yep. Birthday,
happy birthday! Hey, do you know that your husband said this? Hold on.
I voted for Trump. Therefore, everything that I want to happen needs to happen.
And then Mikey was divorced on her birthday. That's the gift.
Fettuccine, linguine, martini, bikini.
That gift keeps on giving.
Mussolini.
Everyone can thank Tons of Mice for that clip. He was the one that sent it to me. I did not make that on my own.
It was all Tim.
No,
that's right.
I was there when it happened. I did not have the presence of mind to record it, but Tons of Mice did.
Absolutely. Mikey, tell her about the time I beat you in Halo so bad you'd never play with me again. Anyway.
You know what, Mikey?
Tide goes in, tide goes out. You can't explain that.
Back to Tommy Lauren.
Ugh.
Getting hurt. By the way, Tommy Lauren is losing this. Her condescending bullshittery is not changing the fact that she's getting her ass handed to her.
Yeah, she hasn't answered one point yet. She's just been condescending. Yeah.
Where does that concept work?
It worked in America. Tell me, it worked in America during the New Deal era. That's where it worked.
Is it working?
You don't have to look overseas. We can look to our
California
own
would be
history.
the best example, right? California probably
Everywhere.
the best example. We're going to pay the fast food workers this, and we're going to have illegal aliens on healthcare and Medi-Cal and all this stuff. Would you think that as an example of where this type of governance works?
I've had
Medi-Cal. This type of economics works.
I mean, again, Gavin Newsom is not my ideological ally. I'm not a liberal. I'm a leftist. I'm a democratic socialist. He vetoed universal or blocked universal health care from coming to fruition.
Because they couldn't even afford to provide it for the illegals, you know?
California has one of the most vibrant economies in the entire world. Now, they also have a mass affordability crisis, as does New York City, as does every major city, basically in the country. So I think we need to dramatically address the affordable housing crisis. And that's part of what Zoran has been running on. So I took a look. there's only 26% of the country that actually opposes his core policy proposals that he ran on. So do I think it's a national message? Of course. I think Democrats
Crystal,
would have done much, much better if they focused on these core economic issues.
I hope that you guys stick with that. And I hope that Mamdani is your poster child. And I hope that you run on it. I'm not going to give you any feedback because I too hope that that is the direction.
I don't know how to argue against solid
points. The rich is popular.
Yes.
I think you should.
You don't think tax the rich is popular?
I think you guys
should talk to Steve Bannon.
Man, she is bought and paid for
by
conservative donors. Like, how can you be so dense purposefully?
No. This is lying.
Wait, hold on.
Lying. Purposefully disingenuous or even disingenuous.
Disembabulous.
Like, seriously.
Like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
So, seriously, is Tommy lying or is she stupid?
I don't think anybody's that stupid, dude.
I think lying. So I am of the political belief that most of the talk show hosts that advocate for the right know all of it's bullshit.
A lot of them, yes.
They all know, maybe not all of them, but a majority of them know this is bullshit. But the money's too good.
Yep.
They got their price and they've been bought.
Bella says she's so dense she bends light.
Yeah.
That's true.
She has her own fucking gravitational field.
Like, honestly, I've got so many buttons that work here.
If you only knew how ridiculous that statement is, you wouldn't have said it.
Or
y'all just being numbnuts right now because you forget your own history.
Or
I literally have no idea what the hell he's talking about.
Like, she epitomizes, and we'll start the review. I guess we're going to review Tommy and Crystal Ball here. I think we got enough of it.
Oh, Crystal Ball.
Actually, we might put Tommy on one of the lists. No, we'll review them both.
Yeah.
Content-wise,
throw your votes in the chat. Let us know what you think for Crystal and Tommy.
Content-wise, we'll just do them both at the same time here. We're not. There's no innuendo there.
Well, now there is because you said so, Tim.
God damn it!
Yeah, you went there, so now there is.
No one was there. They're like,
sucks. He'd come maybe.
So content-wise, Tommy. We heard a bit of her in the beginning, and then we heard her debate Crystal Ball here, who I know Crystal Ball from journalism. She's very good. She was on MSNBC for all. I don't know if she's still there, but she's very good. Tommy is not.
Tommy is not.
No. She said a lot of fucking BS right early on.
She doesn't know what words are.
And you're right. I can't help but feel like 90% of what she said was a lie. And she is 100% cognizant of the fact that she is deceiving people, and she's on the take.
Yeah.
Content-wise, she's a pineapple, dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Oh, I gotta put. Hold on, we gotta put.
Is it a pineapple or an F though? Is it a full pineapple? Because usually you really got to be offensive to be a pineapple.
I guess I would maybe put the pineapple to vibe.
Yeah, vibes for sure. We're gonna get there, but just F, just F for content because she wasn't completely, totally offensive.
And what about Crystal Ball here?
For content, I think she was a good. I think she was an A minus for content.
I was thinking B plus, so yeah, I'm in the same neighborhood.
It's hard to have a decent conversation with someone that's so bought.
Yeah, someone that's just so. I'm just going to say this no matter what you say. Right? Doesn't matter how good of a point you make. I'm just going to say this.
It's like, it's never worked. Where has it worked? Like it draws back from her content, even though Crystal's content was very good. So I'm at an A minus for her content. I think.
Okay. Yeah, I think that's fair. All right.
delivery.
Delivery. So many buttons. There we go.
Tony
Once
was
again,
just snotty and rude, and
Yeah.
uppity and full of herself. And
not
obviously on
winning the
tape.
argument made her
Yeah.
very dismissive.
So what do we say?
I'm
Is
thinking
it
a low D here.
Yeah, I
for
was thinking
delivery.
D-, almost an
F. Crystal?
Delivery. I don't think it was super strong. I mean, she tried to make her points, but at times she let herself be talked over.
But again, with arguing with someone like this, that's how
it's hard to, because
that's how the
bring
Tommy
your
Laurens
score
win.
down.
Yeah.
It's how
They
the
bring you
Shapiros win. It's how the Charlie Kirk won.
Yeah.
They talk over and try to belittle what you're saying and just try to confuse the conversation. So
and she never found a way to fight against it really successfully. So, I mean, she kept trying to make her points, and her points were good, but she never really defeated the snobbishness attitude that was coming at her. I'm just a B for delivery.
Oh shit!
Can someone confirm that?
I'm on it.
What?
Paul put in the chat, looks like Trump's going to invade Venezuela. As if this country hadn't done enough to Venezuela. All right, let's move on to presentation. Actually, skip that. Vibes.
So Tori's a complete and total bitch. Give her a pineapple.
Yeah.
I think vibe. So. That's some pretty sour vibe right there.
Yeah. Tommy Lauren, maybe come with some actual debates stuff if you're gonna. By the way, this section was labeled debate in the video. So it's supposed to be a debate about Zoran Mamdani for New York City mayor. That's what it says down here in the chapter breakdown. So if you're gonna label something a debate, why don't you actually fucking have a debate instead of being dismissive about everything? And vibes for Crystal Ball.
She was trying to fight the good fight, but she never really gave you the flutters or the feel greats. Right? I understood her points, but again, she was up against such a such a donkey of an opponent.
Yeah.
That she couldn't get anywhere.
Let's go a little bit before Mikey's timestamp and see what she said here. Hold on.
Yeah, I think trans people should be able to get healthcare. And one thing I want to say about this, which, personally, I think we should all get healthcare, access to healthcare. So
you think we should pay for everybody's gender transition?
Yes.
I think that we should pay for gender affirming care, which is medically required for trans people to feel okay. And I think it's disgusting the way that trans people have been turned into scapegoats by this administration, who is more interested in fighting a culture war than really exposing the fact that they are doing the bidding of billionaires, and that those are the people who we really should be upset about, not trans people, not immigrants. But these are all distraction tactics to keep us from talking about the issues that really actually unite Americans.
I'm not so sure paying for gender affirming care or transitions for everybody is necessarily something that unites Americans. I think there was a pretty effective ad leading up to the election last year.
Healthcare unites Americans. Period.
That's the opposite of what I said. What I said is the tactics are used to divide and distract.
Right, I'm giving her an A on vibes for this whole interaction.
We didn't see this previously, but I was going to rate her a B, but I wanted to see what was before the timestamp, because there was 10 minutes before Mikey's timestamp. And I think that she makes a better account for herself in the first.
She was being a bit fiery right there, and I didn't see that earlier. Well, in the later part, actually, I should say, because it's after.
So I think I'll give her an A for vibes.
Okay, I won't disagree with that.
I don't see anything on Trump invading Venezuela, by the way.
Okay.
2 days ago, Maduro says he's ready to declare a state of emergency if the U.S. attacks, but that's all I'm really seeing.
Paul says in the chat there's something about plans to take over ports and airports. Report to come from the enforcer. I don't know who the enforcer is.
Me neither. 2 hours ago, there's a memo: U.S. in armed conflict with drug cartels. What's that? NBC News.
Mark, there's no super chat on this, but you got to read it like Trump.
Oh, I'm on it. Transgender for everyone. It can only good happen. Flag, flag, flag.
Like Ron Burgundy, whatever you put on the prompter, he's going to read.
Yep. Smiley
right.
dog poop emoji.
Who's getting fired? Who's going?
Oh, here we go. This is a video from Mark.
Who's getting fired?
30 seconds is probably not enough to rate Trump on this, but
this
is just for funsies.
In this era of another shutdown of the U.S. government and Trump and his Republican lackeys just blaming everyone but themselves, this is actually what he thinks from back in 2013 before he was president. So don't let him fucking confuse you now, because this is what he thinks.
Who's going to bear the brunt of the responsibility if indeed there is a shutdown of our government?
Well, if you say who gets fired, it always has to be the top. I mean, problems start from the top, and they have to get solved from the top. And the president's the leader, and he's got to get everybody in a room, and he's got to lead. And he doesn't do that. He doesn't like doing that. That's not his strength. And that's why you have this horrible situation going on in Washington. It's a very, very bad thing, and it's very embarrassing worldwide.
I'm not so.
Oh, I see. It just goes right. It's from the playlist. They all just run into each other.
Yep.
So first, I would like to say how coherent those thoughts were from Donald Trump.
Right?
What year was that again?
That was 2013.
2013. 12 years ago. 12
3
years
years
ago.
before he was president.
How coherent of him. His vocabulary obviously was a little bit larger, not that much larger, because he was like, this was bad. But
me bad.
He didn't say this can only good happen or whatever. Like, his brain was good enough to put words in the correct order.
He wasn't at the Covfefe state yet.
Yeah, it wasn't at the Covfefe stage. But yeah, man, he's right. You know, he's right for him. I don't know if I would necessarily blame the president for a government shutdown. The president's not in charge of the Congress.
No, like I agree, but this is what he actually thinks.
Yes.
Unless he's the one in charge and he thinks he runs the government, so he's at fault.
He is saying that from the lens of like a CEO would get blamed for something going terribly wrong in his company and the company going bankrupt or whatever and having to shut down, which is very corporate. You know, it's the buck stops with whoever's at the top.
Yep.
Instead, Trump today, blaming the Democrats, using the federal government to blame the Democrats, by the way. I don't know if you guys know this, but if you go to some of the government websites, it says that the radical left is to blame for the government shutdown.
Yeah. Like
even though they control every aspect of the government right now.
Yeah.
Yes. It says that the federal government is to blame, and employees in the federal government are getting emails that say the same thing. That the radical left is to blame for the government shutdown. Even though, say it with me, the Republicans control the House, the Senate, the presidency, and the Supreme Court.
Yep.
So, you know, of course.
The bad things that happen are them.
Yeah, exactly.
Shocking how we blame those in charge.
The president today should take his own advice from 2013 and realize he's the one to blame.
That's right.
I mean, if we're going to go
with
that.
Will that happen though?
No. We got another video here from Mark.
Oh, we're going again.
Now,
this is
I found some very short but hard bangers this week.
Yes, I've seen this clip, and boy, Ted Cruz
today too.
Ted Cruz just shit in the bucket, like
completely misspeaks. Yes.
Senator Booker also said we should have bipartisan agreement. I think that's a great idea. We should have bipartisan agreement. How about we all come together and say, let's stop murders? How about we all come together and say, let's stop rape?
Yeah,
how about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? I want
Wait
you
a
to know
minute.
what happened when the National Guard went to
Wait, Ted Cruz, what?
What?
Well, okay, he clearly misspoke. We clearly didn't hear it right. Let's run it back. Let's listen to that again. I think we misheard
together and say, hey, let's stop rape.
Mm-hmm.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles?
Wait,
I want you to look at what happened when the National Guard went.
What? Come on, Ted Cruz. What
you mean to say? What do you think he actually was trying to say there?
Maybe stop protecting pedophiles.
Stop protecting pedophiles.
Yeah, like if he was going in, because he's like, let's stop murder, let's stop the R word, and let's stop attacking. I think he meant protecting
pedophile. And of course, he's probably implying the
say,
pedophiles in the Democratic side. But
yeah.
How about we all come together and say, let's stop attacking pedophiles? I want you to look at what happened when the National Guard went to D.C. Robbery fell by 57%. Homicide fell by 58%. Sex abuse.
Y'all arrested everybody.
Yeah.
Also, you put armed troops on the street and you think people are going to still go and commit crimes?
Yeah.
Criminals aren't that stupid.
They're
usually.
I do want to see their statistics on sandwich throwing though. That's probably up, right?
Up 400%.
Being flipped the bird up 10,000%.
40%. Those are real results. And Detective Pemberton, if you would tell this committee what was the effect of the 2022 Comprehensive Policing and Justice Reform Law, and what would the...
Oh, wait, that chart is misleading.
150 what?
I think 150 cases of robbery, but if you'll see that the legend there is the yellow is for last year and the brown is for this year. This year isn't over yet. So is this like year to date?
Is it only the same time period of when they were deployed there?
Right. Is the last one all of 22? Because like then it's inaccurate.
That's a good question. It says last year. You're right. Right. It says last year. So that's 150 over the entire year. And then the other one is 65. So that's just this. So it's a partial report.
It's a partial. Also.
And they've only been deployed for a month and a half. So yeah, how much of that is actually happening under their watch that they're responsible for?
Right. Like, okay, let's say this year there have only been 65 cases of robbery or convictions for robbery or what. Also, It doesn't say what Mark is right. It doesn't say like robbery. What is it? People arrested for robbery? Is it robbery convictions? Is it people who've been sentenced?
Is it people just putting stuff in their pocket at a convenience store?
Right.
Also, and here's like a crime statistic thing. It's not super relevant, but it goes back to the 90s. As of 2012, from 1990 to 2012, violent crime was down to a 50-year low.
Wow.
It was already very low.
It's already on a big downward spike.
We knew this. So once again,
like, is he lying or is he stupid? Put in your votes now.
This time he's lying. He's not. This is purposeful. That chart is purposeful.
Yep.
58%
of one is half a crime. They stopped half a crime.
Yeah.
Good job.
Good job. Some guy with some FBI agent was out there only catching the guy putting stuff in one of his pockets.
Yeah.
Benefit be for the people of D.C. if Congress passes my Clean D.C. Act.
Thank you, Senator Cruz, and thank you for introducing the Clean D.C. Act, which repeals the Comprehensive Policing and Justice Reform Act. It is unquestionable.
Boy, these Republicans, they're getting fucking crazy out there with all these. We're just going to do whatever we want. Should we watch Hakeem Jeffries talk about the government shutdown? Who put that video in there?
Oh, we watched that already.
We watched that already. All right. See,
we're good on that.
Okay, so we're caught up on the list.
Didn't you have another one from Trump?
Oh, do you really want to watch Trump?
No.
Not really.
It's really bad. It's rambling. We would just tell this guy to go fuck himself and then like
just throw Trump on the go fuck yourself list for fun.
like I I don't want to watch it again.
I'm okay with not watching it.
Because so here's the problem. It's the end of the speech. It's after the end of the speech for Hegseth, right? And then it goes into, then Trump comes out and he's like, wow, this is the quietest crowd I've ever seen. You could hear a pin drop.
Yeah, Hegseth probably went back and whined about it to him right away, and that's what he came out and said right away, right?
They're at military attention, it sounded like.
Yeah.
So they don't clap?
Right.
Oh,
and
not
then
at all.
Trump goes out there, is like, guys, loosen up. You can laugh if you want. We're here to have a good time, or you could leave and then you're fired. Like, it's so
they should
bad.
have all
That's a
gotten
good
up and
time.
left. I would have.
That would have been great. But unfortunately, no one got up and left.
Well,
it was,
yeah.
It was so bad. And actually, I'll play something else instead. We're not going to review this, but it was so bad that it's caused people to think really hard about how unwell Trump is.
Shocking.
Where's the video? How far down is it? Wow. Okay.
Partially shadowed.
Okay.
Scanning.
We're not going to review this, but
scanning.
By Donald Trump's outrageous statements to several hundred generals from all over the world gathered in Washington yesterday, that he wanted to use U.S. cities as training grounds, his words, for the military, was his striking low energy and rambling during his hour-plus speech. From the New York Times reporting on yesterday's address, quote, "For a 79-year-old, he's often shown a great deal of energy, but he seemed a bit sapped Tuesday. As his remarks went on and on, his voice took on a more monotonous quality. A day earlier, when he spoke at the White House while standing beside Mr. Netanyahu, Trump sounded out of breath at times," end quote. And from the Washington Post, quote, "Trump, who draws energy from instantaneous feedback, appeared to speak more slowly than usual and in a monotone, seemingly affected by a largely mum audience," end quote. It is true the generals were a different type of audience than a raucous,
not a rally.
Trump fest. Military brass are not supposed to react to.
What?
Is that general asleep?
I hope so.
He might be, yeah.
Well, watch him. He's probably one of the generals from Guam. He just got off a 24-hour flight.
Yeah, probably.
And has to sit and listen to this trash. Like,
yeah.
Political speeches. They are supposed to remain apolitical, and they did. But Trump's demeanor has led to different questions, to questions about whether or not Donald Trump is unwell. Yesterday at this hour, as we were coming on the air in this hour, we started with Democratic Congresswoman Madeleine Dean. She joined us to talk about the government shutdown, but literally seconds before she came on the air, as we saw her getting ready in the shot on the wall, we saw a confrontation take place between the Congresswoman and Speaker Mike Johnson. And she confronted him about a lot of things. Frankly, all the things you want to see Democrats fighting for and saying to Republicans, she said and did. And one of them was Donald Trump's fitness. Watch what our cameras caught and note how his immediate response is not to say she's wrong about any of it.
The president is unhinged. He is unwell. What are you doing?
A lot of folks on your side are too. I don't control.
Oh my God, please. That performance in front of the generals?
They are too. They are too, he said.
You know I serve on foreign affairs and appropriations. This is a collision of those two things. Our allies are looking elsewhere. Our enemies are laughing.
I just left
you
the
have a
speaker's
president who is unwell.
A lot of folks on your side.
So that was a hot mic, unscripted confrontation between the Speaker of the House and a congresswoman, a Democratic congresswoman, who was like, the president is not doing great.
He's not. Is he okay? Is he okay?
Like,
he is not.
Does he need some milk?
He is not. He's not doing great, guys. He's not.
He needs a sippy bottle and a nap.
He needs to retire to the old folks home.
Permanent nap.
Are also unwell. Okay. The speaker said he missed the speech. We know a lot of folks on that side tend to catch the program, so we put together a little highlight reel.
Ooh,
I've
Joy,
never
I
walked
forgot about
into
this.
a room so silent before. That's enough to buy a lot of battleships, Admiral. To use an old term. I think we should maybe start thinking about battleships, by the way.
Guys, I came up with this great idea. It's called battleships.
Yeah.
I really wanted to say on stage, "You've sunk my battleship."
That's right.
I now need a new one.
I'm glad we didn't have to wait through the entire speech, but I'm glad we got a highlights bit.
You know, when I walk downstairs like I'm on stairs, like these stairs, I'm
very tired.
I walk very slowly. Nobody has to set a record. Just try not to fall, because it doesn't work out well. A few of our presidents have fallen, and it became a part of their legacy. And it was really a stupid person that works for him mentioned the word nuclear. We can't let people throw around that word. I call it the N word. There are two N words, and you can't use either of them. But the firemen go up on ladders, and you have people shooting at them while they're up on ladders. I don't even know if anybody heard that. But
what's the other N word?
Yeah. You know.
So the N word that the other N word like
the actual N word.
Yeah,
that one. What's the other one?
Oh, nuclear. Sam Nuclear. That's his other N word.
It's very hard to say that word.
Nuclear. It's pronounced
nuclear. Nuclear. 2 words.
Not it much, but I think you have to. Our firemen are incredible.
He's talking about firemen to generals and admirals.
Anyway, one of our next guests, Tom Nichols, echoes what Congresswoman Dean brought up with the speaker, writing this in The Atlantic, that Trump, quote, is not okay. Quote, in 1973, an Air Force nuclear missile officer named Harold Herring asked a simple question during a training session. Quote, how can I know that an order I received to launch my missiles came from a sane president? The question cost him his career. Military members are trained to execute orders, not to question them. But today, both the man who can order the use of nuclear arms and the man who would likely verify such an order gave disgraceful and unnerving performances in Quantico. How many officers left the room asking themselves Major Herring's question? That question is where we start the hour with some of our favorite experts and friends.
So yeah, that's the bit. How many of those generals are like, can we take orders from this guy? Like, is he all there? Makes you wonder.
It does, and it makes me worried about kind of what Ollie was saying in the beginning of the show. If he orders them to do something, will they actually have the nerve to be like, nope, fuck off?
Yeah.
Because if the military leadership actually said that, Trump's presidency is pretty much over. If you can't command the military, like, the office of the president is useless. Like,
right.
That is his main function, is commander in chief. So
it's a little fucky.
I don't know what. It's hard to even talk during these shows now. I don't know what to say. The shit just keeps getting worse, and it's bad.
Yeah.
Like,
the show is meant to be a little bit of satire, but it's hard when
satire is real life. Yeah.
I miss the days when we could have. We didn't have the show back then. When we could have just watched George W. Bush get a shoe thrown at him,
yes.
And that was the biggest news.
But as to what you were just saying a minute ago, Mark, as I said earlier, 25+% of that room will do what he says.
But that's not enough.
Sure.
That's
not
enough.
I know. But will more than 50% of the room say, no, we shouldn't do that, and fight for that? That's the problem.
I think they would.
I do think that there is such a thing
then he's a dictator.
I do think that there is such a thing as an illegal order, and that the Joint Chiefs can refuse illegal orders if they think that Trump is way off base. And some have been asked, like, if Trump gives you an illegal order, will you follow it or will you say no? And in fact, Hegseth was given that question during his confirmation hearing. He wouldn't say.
Yeah, but he wouldn't think anything Trump told him was an illegal order either.
Yeah, but he doesn't know. But the Joint Chiefs know. That's their job.
And Hegseth is just a seed filler. He doesn't know anything about the department he's leading.
And like I said, in the past, the Joint Chiefs and have said no to things, and they've gotten fired, but they've had the backbone to say no to Trump over certain things, like bombing Iran. Trump wanted to really bomb Iran in his first term, and they were like, no, we shouldn't do that. And he fired. Right? Well, they say they didn't say no this time around, but in his first term he was told no a whole bunch, and I'm sure he's been told a whole bunch. This is probably the stuff that's gotten through that they're like, fine, whatever. But I'm sure there's been stuff that they were like, no, we can't do
Greenland,
Panama, Panama. I'm sure that he was really gunning to invade Panama, and they were like, Mr. President, Panama is an ally.
Venezuela, go for it. It's fine.
Yeah, Canada.
Yeah, Canada.
I bet she tried.
Yeah, his general's like, no. Absolutely not.
So we're gonna wrap up in a minute, but there's one more thing I want to show you guys that I showed Mikey earlier. Now, the story on this video it's very short. It's like 30 seconds. I saw this as a commercial while I was watching pro wrestling last night, and it was on every commercial break.
Attention, Chicago law enforcement. You took an oath to protect and serve, to keep your family, your city safe. But in sanctuary cities, you're ordered to stand down while dangerous illegals walk free. Join ICE and help us catch the worst of the worst. Drug traffickers, gang members, predators. Join the mission to protect America with bonuses up to $50,000 and generous benefits. Apply now. Join.ice.gov. And
that's horrible.
That is
Nazis.
Straight out of like fucking Starship Troopers.
I'm doing my part.
Yeah.
And if you go to join.ice.gov,
it's also straight out of 1930s Germany too, right? Because all the kids groups,
1984,
right? So,
America needs you, but there's something very particular I wanted to point your attention to.
Is it student loan forgiveness?
Oh yeah. Info: due to lapse in federal funding, this website may not be actively managed. Because of the government shutdown, the ICE website doesn't work.
I wonder in the fine print. Yeah, Kay. Oh, I got more shit to read, Tim.
$2 super chat from Kay.
Woo!
Fuck ICE.
Fuck ICE.
And I will say that during that, after the wrestling program, it was an AEW. Their world champion, Adam Page, posted on his socials, "Don't put your fucking commercials on our fucking program. Fuck ICE."
Cool.
Like,
okay.
So, and several of the wrestlers agreed. There was a wrestler that, not in this show, but in previous shows, has worn a T-shirt that says "Abolish ICE" on it.
Yeah,
like they were really pissed off. AEW.
Okay.
I
bet you the WWE wrestlers are not allowed to.
They are
any
not
of those
allowed
opinions.
to. No, because funny enough, fucking Triple H and Stephanie McMahon were at the White House yesterday doing a photo op with the president.
Yep.
So,
yeah. Well, no, when they have the auditorium set up for the UFC events, they can't have a UFC event there every month. So they're going to start having a Monday Night Raw there, right?
Yes.
Does it say how long I have to be in ICE for that bonus? Can I join and immediately quit the next day?
That's what me and Mikey were looking up, but unfortunately, because the site doesn't work, we can't find out.
Can I join? And
I'll join. I quit.
And then just
Mikey and I were like, we'll go out there and we'll be the worst ICE agents. We'll like park in towaway zones and like get our fucking car towed, or like accidentally pepper spray the car while we're in there.
Yep.
Go to the wrong guy's house.
Yeah.
Fulfill your mission.
Let me ask you a question. Intentionally run over like
Governor
Trump
Pritzker
signs.
for the first.
Sorry, background noise.
Oh, you're good.
Did Superman keep his fee? I don't get the reference.
I do not know. Mark, you said you had something you wanted to discuss about? Because I got.
Oh no, it was fuck ICE from K. I already did it.
Oh,
we're good.
Okay. Well, I got some. I crunched the numbers a little bit. We do have a new bottom 5 because of Hegseth.
Hegseth, did he make it?
Oh yeah,
he made it.
All right. Who did he push out?
3. He's probably
he pushed
3.
out that Piro lady. She got pushed out.
Yeah, that's all right.
So the bottom 5 is now Elon is number 5.
All right.
Of course, can't never have Elon. Hegseth is now number 4.
Yep.
Trump is number 3, and truly, if we reviewed his speech, it would probably be higher. But
yeah.
Gutfeld is number 2.
Yep.
And still number 1, RFK Jr.
No, first of all, I didn't say that.
Brainworm.
In terms of
Blurm.
Abba what?
Yeah. And then the top 5, number 5, Jasmine Crockett. Woo. Number 4 is Graham Plattner.
And the enemy is the oligarchy.
Number 3 is Mikey's Congresswoman Representative Underwood.
Yep. Need more videos, Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey.
Yeah, Mikey. Jesus.
He's not watching anymore.
No, he's not. Well, you can make fun of him though. He's not here.
Number 2 is Connecticut Congressman John Larson. And
need more videos.
Yeah,
videos.
2.
You need a couple more.
When he says something meaningful, I'll put it up there. But like the dude doesn't say meaningful things all the time.
Then he shouldn't be on the leaderboard.
He's got 2. Look, listen, I gave you a second one. He's got 2. And number 1 is Tammy Duckworth.
Tammy Duckworth.
President Duckworth.
How many what we got? 2 videos of her or 3?
She's got 3.
Yeah, okay.
Duckworth, hold on. Where's D? Oh man, there's so many.
She rocks
now.
it almost every time we see her, so yeah, it doesn't surprise.
There's so many now. Oh, here we go. Yeah, 3. She's got 3. I just want you guys to know that we have done a total of 136 actual reviews.
This year.
This year. That doesn't include any of the lists that aren't actual reviews. If we put the people on the list too, it would probably be closer to 200. There's a lot of people on lists now.
So I have a question, Tim. When do we start our bracketed finals list, since we're coming up towards the end of the year here?
So we will do that when I come back from Ireland.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So the beginning of November, middle of November.
Okay.
Because I'll be back.
When you leaving? When you leaving?
I'm leaving October 22nd. So in 3 weeks.
Okay.
I will be unreachable on purpose.
You hear that, ICE agents? He will be crossing the border.
Listen, the government better fucking get its shit together. I don't want to go through a 3-hour TSA line because they're
3 hours.
Well, yeah, our TSA is fucked.
Man,
because
you better get yourself a burner phone and leave your actual phone at home. Right?
Yeah, no, do
get
not
yourself
link
a burner
this
phone
shit.
that's got nothing on it, just a phone number, and that's it.
Yep.
And leave your shit at home. Don't take any of your fucking media.
I got a global entry card, so I can skip a lot of that stuff actually.
Until they recognize you, Tim. They're like, you're that guy on that show.
So I am pre-checked for most of the security. All I have to do is get my bags checked because I have a global entry card. I had like a thorough background check. Like they made sure I wasn't a terrorist.
And your phone is in your bag.
Yep.
My phone's in my pocket. I mean, it's going to be in the little plastic bin.
It's in
but it's
safe
all they're going to do is X-ray. They're not going to be like, "Hey, give me your phone."
Do you know that for sure?
That's
Yeah.
what they're doing to people, though.
No, it's not.
Yes,
all right, everyone, say
is.
goodbye to Tim. This is going to be one of the last shows he does.
Exactly what they're doing to people, Tim.
Nah, not at the airport. They ain't doing that.
Yes.
To
That's
They've
why
when?
they've grabbed people. A bunch of people. There's a
When?
Canadian journalist that got nabbed at the border just because
But I'm not
looked at the
I'm
phone
not a
and saw the
Canadian.
stuff
I'm an
on it.
American. I have an American passport. They're not going to check me.
Okay. Good luck.
I have an
That's all I
American
got to say to you,
passport,
dude.
and I have a special card that says I'm a special boy.
I really, really hope to see you again after the 22nd.
Listen,
also,
if I get stuck in Ireland, I don't have a fucking problem with that.
No, you won't
I
get
will
stuck
stay
in
there
Ireland.
forever.
No, you'll just be sent off to fucking alligator Alcatraz, dude.
Also,
You'll be
all
gone
they
there.
need is a general suspicion, and they can search your device.
Yep.
And one, if you don't want to get a burner phone, that's fine. One thing you should do is turn off all your biometric login.
Oh,
Make it
I
a
don't do
long
biometric login. I don't do that.
perfect. No face, no fingerprints, so that
No,
they can't
I don't-
access it unless you give them your passcode.
I never trusted any of that to begin with, so everything is a passcode.
Okay, good.
I don't do biometric login. I don't trust them. I don't want anyone to have the government already has my fingerprints. I don't need any companies having my fingerprints.
Yeah.
Too late.
Or my face. All right, here's a super weird one, and this is very recent. But my car, we bought a new car, a Subaru, that when you get in, it scans your face. And I was like, that's fucking weird, guys. Why are we doing this?
You know what's funny? I just got a Subaru.
Does it scan your face?
It does scan our face.
Dude,
So
it's
it can
fucking weird.
You can have different driver IDs that'll recognize who's driving and then change the car's settings to that person.
Yeah. Yeah.
What kind of Subaru did you get?
A Forester.
We also got a Forester. This is weird.
What color is it?
Blue.
Ours is gold-ish. It's like a brown color.
Ours is a 2021, so it's not brand new, but it's pretty new.
We got a 2025 hybrid.
Okay, nice.
It's crazy on gas mileage. Crazy on gas. A full tank of gas is like 700 miles.
Yeah, I've been driving our new Subaru to work because I have to go back into the office way more because reasons. I get more than 2.5 times what my truck gets driving that.
Yeah.
And it's not even a hybrid. If it was a hybrid, I'd probably get 5 times. But
anyway, listen, guys, if TSA picks me up or I get arrested by ICE, fine, you guys are right. But
sponsored by Subaru.
Sponsored by by the
Mikey's
way,
mad at me.
Fentimans, I sent you an email. Sponsor us, goddammit.
I do have, I think, a fun idea for next week's show. So, guys, think about who you want to review. Find a clip of one of your politicians. It can be federal, state, local, whatever version of government in your area. Everyone bring in a video of your politician. We'll tell Mikey the same, and that'll be what we review next week.
Okay.
You don't have who's your representative, Ollie?
Yeah, Ollie, who represents you in fucking Parliament?
I wouldn't be able to find a clip for them, dude. No.
You have to find something in your local territory of Canada.
Yeah.
For the show to review. We got to call out to our Canadian followers.
Or what about your prime minister? Come on.
Oh, fuck.
Well, that's not my local guy.
Yeah.
He's saying somebody local to me here. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
I'll have problems finding somebody local here that's done an interview someplace where I can find it.
You can.
It's just
if they've ever run for office, they have a clip out there.
Maybe.
You get a campaign video. They have campaign videos. I mean, you guys have very
probably.
short.
I probably have campaign videos, but yeah.
So yeah, that's just an idea for next week's show. We can bring in 4 videos.
Simply Secular Dave, he says he's our official comfort Canadian.
That sounds sticky.
Sticky? Okay.
Are Canadians sticky?
Maple syrup, man.
No, we're not sticky. We are not sticky.
Ollie, does Canada have better syrup than America?
Yes.
Probably.
Better than Vermont, better than Maine, better than New Hampshire?
Yes.
I would say they're probably
Canada,
the same.
You know how you have Fort Knox with your gold reserve?
Yeah.
Supposedly.
We have a maple syrup reserve.
Is that your currency up there in Canada?
No, it's just in case.
You have a strategic maple syrup reserve.
Yes, look into it, Tim. We do.
I will.
It's in Quebec.
Sounds hilarious.
All right, Ollie, you're exempted from finding a politician. We want videos about your strategic maple syrup reserve.
Yes.
That'll be your job for next week.
I want a news story about the maple syrup reserve.
Yes. You'll be the educational part of our show that's not politics, teaching us about the maple syrup reserve of Canada.
Do it.
I can go wait and we'll do it live.
One of our Canadians, Simply Secular Dave, says it's true. All right, Ollie, you're on the hook now. You got to talk about maple syrup next week.
I'm just going to find you a video and play it.
Nope, this is next week. We're ending the show.
You wouldn't have said it.
Yep.
We love everyone.
So, guys, there's one last thing I want to talk to you about, and this is for the chat too. Recently, YouTube made a settlement with the fucking Trump administration over them banning Trump after January 6th. And YouTube has always been kind of fucky. So I know that some people who watch our show and follow us and subscribe on YouTube and all that have a moral my brain's not working. They have a moral opposition to super chats and memberships right now because YouTube is full of assholes. If you don't want to support the show through YouTube, you can do it through other ways. Patreon.com/TheBinPodcast.
Yep.
And Twitch.tv/TheBinPodcast. Become a member, subscribe there. Give us your money that way. We may be transitioning the show away from a YouTube-based platform to a different platform that people will find less problems with, at least morally. But I understand if you don't want to support YouTube because some of the money you put in super chats goes to YouTube. They take a cut. So I get it. But you can do Patreon, you can do Twitch. I'll give you my Cash App or something. I don't know. But
even if you just want to throw us a like right now, likes are good too.
Yeah.
It helps the
We are looking for the subscribes on the YouTube so we can get that sweet YouTube cash. No, I forgot. Hold on one second. We have something there. I hope this doesn't echo. But I turned off my other screen, so maybe it won't echo.
It's Charlie Angus here from Midas Canada, the Resistance Tour, and I watch the Bin Podcast Network. You got to watch it. Sign up, follow them.
No echo. It worked that time.
Do what the man said. All right. Say goodbye, Ollie.
Goodbye, Ollie.
Great. Mark.
Goodbye.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next time on Unboxed Politics. Remember,
I love all of you so much. Thank you for watching the show. Mikey voted for me. I'm the reason I'm president, and Mikey.
And as always, Mikey says at the end of every show,
Nope.
What?
Nothing. You just
oh, really? Oh, because I muted it. At the end of every show, take two. At the end of every show, Mikey says,
I voted for Trump. Therefore, everything that I want to happen needs to happen.
All right.
Great.
Let's get out of here. Don't forget to drink your meek. Woo.